Dear reader, Claude is in Spain. Celeste's heart lies broken on the floor, and Jean Paul nurses his wounds from the duel as well as his pride. Part 2.
Claire to Marie. My dear friend, so it happened, the wedding of the century. You were there, of course, but I wish to tell you about the experience that I had with my dear husband, Francois, as we sat at our spot during the banquet and greeted our guests. Up came Jean-Paul and his wife, Celeste.
Then let us christen this vessel the Marie Francois.
Oh, you're bleeding!
Oh, forgive me. And many happy sails to the happy couple.
Why, thank you so much for blessing us with your presence, sir. Monsieur, Madame.
Though, I do say that it was quite a displeasure that my best man was unable to attend our ceremony.
Oh, yes. Poor Claude. He couldn't be here. Of course you know, Marie, that I was the one who sent my brother Claude away to Spain. I betrayed him. My brother, with whom I played longingly my entire life, who used to noogie my hair, and whose head I used to dunk playfully in the chamber pot, when it was clean, of course.
Well, my
I
dear,
did miss him.
my good man, Francois, I am sorry that you are dismayed, but I hope that as you are enjoying this beautiful seafaring,
No.
He was my best friend! He noogied me! I have a bow, spot, tongue,
well,
patches of my head. I cover with this flame.
not now. Still recovering from the last one. How dare you, sir? I should think that you would be fine with this arrangement, given that your wife played such a large part in it.
Perhaps I'm closer to my wife's husband than to her.
Monsieur, urgent news. Here.
Excuse me.
Monsieur Claude has been sighted. He is here. He is back.
At the wedding?
Close by enough.
Are we in Spain?
No, he came back.
What?
Yes. It seems he was seen with an eye of blood. He was seen red, I believe.
I see. So not literally in your blood, but okay.
No, monsieur. He was seeing red. He kept screaming out into the skies, "I will kill him! I will kill him!" Just like that, monsieur.
Foul villain couldn't leave well enough alone. Well, if you spot him, let me know, and it shall be straight to the guillotine with him.
Yes.
But look! What comes over that hill?
Where?
Oh, it's coming back. It's just a cloudy day. Oh, there!
And there, my friend, was my brother, hobbling towards us, wounded. You're hurt.
Monsieur, I have seen him.
Yes, thank you. We all see him. Well then.
He looked at me like he did not recognize me. And indeed, he had lost his memory.
What is the meaning of this?
Brother,
Mother? Mama? Mother?
no, Mother's, she's had too much to drink. She's upstairs.
I'm hot.
Here, he's been bludgeoned about the head.
I'm hot.
Are you okay?
An angel.
My darling.
Am I dead?
No! Go lay down now. Claude, do you remember that's your name? I swear I didn't push him.
Is there a doctor in the house?
Yes, stand back! I'm an
God!
This man is suffering from pulmonopsychotic pneumonia amnesia.
Can you save him?
Yes, I can. He is cured.
You, sister.
Yes. Maybe you want to talk to her instead.
You betrayed me, sister. You betrayed me. We just loved each other. Why would you do such a thing? Why?
My friend, I could not answer. And so, with my husband now detesting me, my brother loathing me, and everybody seemed to hate me, I ran away to Spania.
And we're returning that boat!
And so here I am, on the Marie Francois, on the coast of Spain. It's really quite lovely. I'm eating oranges. Your friend, Claire.
Mademoiselle Marie to Madame Celeste. I hope you are very happy with the mess you have made of everything. Not only have you broken your husband's heart, you have broken Claude's brain, and now you have sent my best friend into a tizzy, and she has sailed off to Spain. I wonder how much more damage you can do if left to your own devices. It breaks my heart to think how you have damaged your poor husband, Jean-Claude. He would like to hear that I saw him the other day outside the dressmaker shop. Monsieur?
Mademoiselle, I come by this spot often.
I too like to look in the window at all the laces, the pearls, the ribbons.
I walk out of my way as I return home to my estate from work every day, hoping that, well, perhaps I might run into you and relive those days from that summer we spent socializing together when we were so young. Henri, would you go and fetch me a new pair of shoes, please?
Oui, monsieur.
We were young and had so many lavender biscuits.
But we were foolish then, ignorant to the ways of the world.
And look at the wife you have chosen for yourself now. Full of infidelity. She does not love you.
Yes, I very briefly hoped that I might enjoy some peace and happiness with Claude being sent to Spain, but now he's back, and alas, his condition, falling in and out of amnesia, needing to see the doctor regularly, well, it leaves him too innocent and vulnerable for me to take any real actions. Thus, I cannot allow the executioner's guillotine blade to drop upon his neck as I have so oft dreamed.
I blush to hear his nobility, that he would not hurt an already hurt man.
Oh, Claire.
Jean-
Marie, forgive me. Just so flustered seeing you here like this and remembering a time when I truly was happy. would have married you, you know, had the decision been up to me.
Now you tell everyone your favorite color is pink when I really know it's red.
Yes, well, Celeste's parents and my parents thought it would be best if we color matched. Thus I have been forced to don this ridiculous attire since my wedding day. I think we both can agree it's not even my shade.
Jean-Paul, I have cried over you far too many times. Your parents did not find me worthy of you. Your parents thought me always looking for money, no dowry to share.
Marie, when I spent time with you, I never needed any biscuits. I threw them away, for my passion for you burned brighter and deeper than any...
Marie!
Oh, Mama!
Oh. Lovely to see you.
Oh, Madame, yes, I was just passing by on my way home from work and exchanging pleasantries with your wonderful daughter.
Yes, very lovely. Give my dearest to Celeste.
Of course.
And the
Shall-
biscuits.
Yes, thank you, Madame.
They're new. Honeysuckle.
Well, we'll see if she shall take to these. Goodbye.
Your shoes.
Thank you. Put them on me.
Mama, I all of a sudden feel faint. I think it's the heat. I must go rest.
Go rest, my dear. And, rest your mind. All will work out.
Those words echoed in my head. All will work out. Celeste, you may have the fortune, the boats, but I know Jean-Paul would choose me over you any day. And with that, I can sleep happily at night. Yours truly, Marie.
From Celeste to the conniving Claire. I have spent many a time alone with a preacher in the quail hunting forest. I have sent the preacher off so I could be alone with my thoughts after receiving your letter. I spent many an hour eating those lavender biscuits by myself, thinking of my dear Claude. But you have made me so angry. How dare you? How dare you? I didn't ruin anybody's marriage. This thankless, loveless, arranged marriage that is a farce. And yet I find out that you're actually seeing Jean-Paul. And you dare get in my face about all of this. Well, when you and I...
Dearest, I appear to have delivered this letter to you in falsity. This was for your friend.
Oh, it was so exciting, though.
Believe me, I shall deliver to her hostess. Oh,
Thank you.
Oh my goodness! I am just so angry. I am so angry. And when I met you in the forest, as you came crawling to me to apologize, I could barely speak.
Celeste,
I could barely speak. When I see you, I hardly want to look at your face.
Then let me speak.
What?
Know that I have done nothing wrong. Nothing.
You've spoken enough in those letters. How dare you?
How dare I?
Yes, how dare you?
How dare you?
How dare I? What have I got to dare for?
Do you wish to be with Claude?
Yes.
I wish to be with Jean Paul. We can work together on this.
How?
Excuse me, barkeep. 1 pint, please. Hey,
I'm not sure, but surely we both can be happy, you see?
Don't touch me. After all the vile things you said in your letter to me.
oh, hello. I could not overhear the murmurings over here. Is everything all right?
Fun.
May I buy you? You know my name.
Claude, how many fingers am I holding up?
Toi. Hello.
Not recognize me?
Oh, I apologize. Are you someone of high stature? My name is Claude. At your service.
Claude, it's me.
It-
Celeste.
It is you, Celeste. I'm unfamiliar. You do seem rather strangely. You remind me of someone.
Celeste, I was just outside quail hunting and the preacher told me I could find you in here.
A good day to you, sir.
Oh, well, look who it is.
Don't pretend! John Paul, don't pretend that you care about this and me. Don't pretend. He doesn't even recognize me now.
I'm sorry, you must have me confused with someone else.
Ah, I see. He's in one of his spells again, then. So help me if I find out you're faking. This neck is guillotine bound.
My good sir, please, I am new to this town. I come from Spain.
Marie, Celeste, I may not care about you in a romantic way, just as you may not care about me, but damn it, our marriage is important. Don't you know that? We are duty-bound to unite our families. Why, you come from a boating empire, my family known the world over for sails. With the combination of our family's acumen, we're supplying the entire French Navy. Why, the security of this nation depends on our marriage.
How is that supposed to make me happy?
Sometimes we must forego our happiness for duty. Yes, I said it, duty.
Jean-Paul, this is a farce. You don't love me. How are we supposed to make this work? Everybody knows.
We must make it work. For the good of the country. For the good of decency. For the good of high society.
Hear, hear.
Celeste, I don't love you, but look at this scar upon my thigh. Here, under my ribs.
I have a scar here upon my ribs.
Can we see the scar again?
These wounds were one for you.
I have similar wounds that are healing myself, but I cannot quite
Claude, recall that day upon the field we did battle.
Do you remember?
Then are you well again, sir?
You! Celeste!
While we have your common sense returned to you, perhaps you can tell us what happened to you that fated day when you arrived back on the docks with that wound on your head.
In Spain, I could barely stand.
Spain, how far? You were barely there an hour. What trouble could you have gotten into?
I became rather ill. They would not allow me to take the shore. I was in a deep fever. A doctor came and said I had gangrene. They sent me back immediately. And all I could think in my feverish stupor was your face. You brought me back from the brink of death. And I vowed that I would never lose you again. And if I were to lose her again, then the only way to stop me would be to kill me.
I shall have no compunction in killing you. Indeed, I would find much gratitude with...
With what?
And yet there goes the light from his eyes again. He taunts me, he haunts me with his infliction.
There's no need for anger. Let us all have a drink and celebrate.
I am no longer thirsty. Come, Celeste, we must be to home.
And
Pardon me.
What?
Claude,
Oh, that's me, yes. I'm Claude.
the king has discovered that you have dueled on royal land.
I have not dueled, my good sir.
I am afraid that no lies shall save you, sir. The king's report is quite secure.
I speak of no lies. How dare you?
The king has made his decree that all those who duel upon royal ground shall be immediately killed.
But someone must believe.
Move not! You must come with me. I'm afraid your fate shall be fast and furious.
My friends, please,
It appears your luck has run out, Claude.
please help me, my friends.
And Marie, I feel I was too hasty in saying no to your proposal. For now, my dear Claude has been taken away. I don't know what to do. I think I shall find myself an executioner and go to the gallows myself for my own execution, for I fear I should not live another day. If anything happens to Claude, he may not remember me, but I will always remember him. Your friend, Celeste.
Mademoiselle Marie to Monsieur Jean-Paul. My dearest love, Louis. My dearest friend, no. My dearest. I was shocked at your wife's letter to me, that she had reconsidered my offer of planning a way for you to be with me and her to be with Claude. But now, all is in quagmire, for I fear she is going to do something foolish. Why, the other day, I was at the shoe repairman's house, and you would not believe what he spoke of.
Mademoiselle, welcome back.
Monsieur?
You seem downtrodden. Perhaps you have not heard the news.
What news?
Oh, but I could never say it. It is so scandalous.
Do tell.
Well, it appears that Monsieur Claude, who was scheduled to be guillotined by the morning, his schedule has been pushed to now. If you look out this window, you shall see. Go on, come, see. There he is, tied upon the guillotine bucket thing. The executioner / guard person is grabbing onto the rope that will release the blade. Oh, but
Who's on running there? No!
May God have mercy on me.
No, 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 no. Take me.
Careful now, if you release that rope, the blade will fall on that man's neck.
Celeste!
And that's my job!
My memory has returned in full. Celeste, please leave. I cannot have you. The last memory of me being my head rolling in the gutter.
Take me.
Take you?
I'll
Yes.
take you next.
No, Celeste! Do not sacrifice a woman. We can't both die. Live your life.
What is it you want here?
I already sacrificed and cut off the metaphorical head of my brother. So I'll just tie this.
What is going on here? I am an officer of the king. The king has demanded that this man die.
Please, take me. I have no life.
You must take her instead.
No! I love her!
Move away from me, please.
From there, you can hear the crowd chanting, "Off with his head! Off with his head!"
No, no.
Off with his head! Off with his head!
Claude, I am so sorry. I did not mean for this to happen.
To hell with you!
You're lucky this is a very high guillotine.
Do it already! Do it!
Run. Oh,
You saved my best friend, my dearest, to my bedchamber at once.
Wow, Henri, that was so touching and moving.
yes. That'll be too liberal. Merci.
So, Jean-Paul, you must know that your wife and Claude's dear sister saved his life. It was a sight to see, and it makes me realize that when one truly loves someone, they will find a way. Love always, Marie.
Jean-Paul, to my dear friend Pierre. My good friend, I write to you in the wake of the terrible scandals that have recently befallen the streets of Paris. For surely you've heard the news of the daring escape of that foul villain Claude, with the assistance of my wife and your daughter? No, but you know of her. Claire. I'll confess I had originally intended to write you this letter with a plea for help in tracking down Claude with the aims to murder him myself. But yet, I must tell you now of an occurrence that happened to me recently on my pink canoe, well out on the pond with my wife, Celeste. I see for once we're rowing in the same direction.
Yes, and my silence should speak volumes.
I have heard tale that you helped Claude escape
I
and
did.
evade justice
Yes,
for his foul misdeeds.
I did. What do you want to do about it?
Then you really do love him.
I do. And I'm no longer afraid to tell you that. And I am no longer afraid.
Perhaps 'tis best if we say si.
That would be wise. Jean-Paul, I love Claude, but he almost died. And so I am willing to stay with you for appearances if he can live a life that he should live, even though it is not with me. But I'll have conditions.
Celeste, wait. I know that you've become aware that my heart truly belongs with another as well.
You made that very clear.
I had always foreseen a future for myself with metaphorical sails full, the wind in my hair, rushing forward to success. I thought that our marriage might be the key to that future happiness. But now, I'm beginning to see that, well, it's brought about nothing but rough seas, terrible weather, and seasickness.
I wish it had been different for us.
But Celeste, what are we to do? Our family obligations.
I'm not sure. But I think that if we put our heads together, we'll come up with a plan that will work for us. And it's just about appearances, as most relationships are, aren't they?
My dear Pierre, at that moment, I felt lost, alone, hopeless at sea, when suddenly my footman, Henri, spoke up, for he had just received news of my parents and of Celeste's. Oh, Henri!
Monsieur, I've got news.
Why, it seems that all four of our parents have died.
It was gruesome, sir.
Oh, dear.
Their entrails ever.
I'm beginning to think that the one doctor we have in town is not very competent.
Well, I feel like it's almost good news, even though it's tragic, and I feel heartbroken to lose my mother and father who arranged this loveless marriage.
Furthermore, you and I have become sole heirs to their estates. Your parents' boating empire, my parents' sailing manufacturing.
So, it appears we've accomplished what we need. We're both wealthy beyond means.
Indeed, and were we to quietly divorce, I see no reason why we could not continue together in business.
There they are, Claude.
Celeste!
Oh, it's Claude! Let's row towards him, quickly.
Let me pull the anchor. The wind's briefly. Claude and Francois passed our boat, but after a time they were able to right their ship. But before that, Claude leapt into the water, and swimming towards us, I could tell the cool chill of the winter air, and liquid had righted his senses as if almost permanently. Hello, Claude.
Hello. I heard the news, and I had to find you immediately.
Stand carefully. Let us try to switch spot. It's very narrow. Hug around me, hug around me. Claude, I will come and help. No. And in that moment, we were all dashed into the frothy brine. But there, treading water, I saw my former wife embrace her true love, and I knew that their passion had brought about in him a new man, and that he was healed from his amnesiatic condition permanently.
Celeste, staring at death before the guillotine, I knew that if I couldn't have you, death would be the only solution. And now I see that we could potentially be together.
We could.
With your blessing, Jean-Paul.
Let's use this as a sail and sail away.
You may have it. Go in peace and happiness.
Hey, Godspeed! Godspeed!
And with that, my dear Pierre, I swam ashore and went off to find my true, beloved Marie. I wish to thank you, my good man, for the passion with which you have exemplified within your very own marriage has set an example for me and stirred within my heart the true meaning of love between lovers. With utmost gratitude, Jean-Paul.
Pierre Couchon to my dearest daughter. Marie, I hope you are enjoying your honeymoon. I know it was cut short when your husband threw those words out and was made a mess of. But now that the right has been made and you and Jean-Paul have been wed, I couldn't be happier that you are now seen to our estates in Baton Rouge. Yes, the colonies will treat you well. And I must tell you of the night your mother and I came home from the King's Court, fresh, with our special cookie boon. No, it's not what you think. The King is very grateful for your mother's workings. You see, he was introduced to us by a musician who played at the bedroom boudoir, a symphony popular in Paris. My
He
dear.
loved them, didn't he?
Yes, of course
As much
he did.
as you love them?
More.
Tell me how much you love them.
I love them so much, Celine. It's all worked out because of you. Because of you, my dear. In fact, I've invited our friends here to tell them. Please, please, come in.
A surprise party?
Yes, yes. Come. The King has decided to pardon you based on my dear wife's cookie recipes and their virality. They really do help you drive a hard bargain.
A hard bargain.
You have my deepest gratitude.
He's decided to pardon you. You both, really. For it came out that you both do.
I invited my sister.
Of course, yes, she's welcome. I can't believe that Francois and Claire have not. Please, come in.
Is there a pardon for me?
Of course.
Oh,
You see,
wonderful.
when we were brought to our most lowest by those hurricanes of 45, our plantations in Baton Rouge razed to the ground. We couldn't make a good marriage for our daughter anymore, and it's brought hardship upon all of you, I see. But our fortunes have turned. Now we have a coin in our pocket. My wife's recipes are the talk of all Paris, and we hope to make some amends with these families whose strife we have brought. Please.
Please take some.
We're going to have an impromptu wedding party for our couples.
Ooh, another one, thank you. Because my first boat, it sank.
Yes, of course.
We assume no liability. Well, my dear Marie must still be getting ready.
Come, son. Embrace me.
My friend, my father-in-law.
I've always hoped that you'd be my son, while you and my daughter would take those long rides into the forest. Long rides. Together alone into the forest when you were but young and I knew you had a bond. An inseparable bond.
There you are, my dear.
Marie.
And so, dear reader, love has won out. And I put this anthology together in order to leave you with this ray of hope. When all seems darkest, and there is no way through the forest of grief to happiness, fear not, your parents too may die. And all will be well. The end. prize of the evening? Wait, it was a wig! My name is Ken Adams. I'm the artistic director at Synergy Theater. This is our opening night of our world debut of My Dearest Love. You are an awesome audience. Thank you for being here and sharing it with us. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you would like to see it again, it's always improvised, always based on your suggestions. So we have 7 more performances tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday matinee, and then we do it all again next weekend. Come back, tell your friends. We'd love to keep doing it for bigger and bigger audiences. We have some postcards advertising the show on your way out. Please grab some and give them out to the people you love. They will appreciate you for it. We are a non-profit organization. We are highly dependent upon the generosity of our patrons to keep doing what we do. If you have a couple of extra bucks and you don't mind donating it to us, there is a box on the way out. Go ahead and throw some money in it. We appreciate that very much. If you want to write us a great big check, we'll take it. There are some envelopes there you can send in the mail, and we would love to put you up on our donor wall on our website for helping us continue to fulfill our mission of building a better world through the art of improvisation. If you have a friend in the show and you'd like to say hello to them, give us about 10 or 15 minutes to get out of our costumes, and we'll meet you outside by the stage door. Thank you all so much for being here. Have a wonderful night. We love you. Good night.